Hey everybody, I'm Mike Wendland, and I am coming to you live today from the Erwin Hymer Group of North America's brand new factory in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. And we've been here for a couple of days now, and it has been an amazing thing to watch as this brand new factory has opened. This is a big day in Cambridge, Ontario. We're about maybe 6-8 miles from the traditional Kitchener, Ontario place, the factory that everybody knows who knows the Road Trek brand. Road Trek, of course, was acquired by the Erwin Hymer Group, based in Germany about a year and a half ago. Formed a brand new branch, a company here called the Erwin Hymer Group of North America, and that is the owners of this brand new factory. This is a state-of-the-art factory. It's almost 250,000 square feet, and as you can see behind me, they're already starting to do some work. Today was the grand opening for this event, and it's been pretty exciting to watch this as it is all shaped up. Here, about 600-700 people. There are dignitaries from Parliament in Canada, from the RVIA, the Recreation Vehicle Institute of America. They're here. Lots of local politicians, and of course officials from the Erwin Hymer Group of North America and of Germany. So that's kind of setting things. Why is this important? Well, this is a major new entry that will be built here into the North American situation, the North American RV industry, the RV market. And by the way, I can see some of you are on there saying hi. I don't have my glasses on, so I might have a little trouble looking at it, but I see Joe is on there, and I see a bunch of them. Anyway, hi everybody. I'll try and answer questions as we go a little later on this report. We're also hoping that we can hear from some of the officials here from the Erwin Hymer Group about what this factory means, how this is all worked out. Let me just tell you about this factory a little bit, and I think the best way for me to do that is to basically take you and give you a quick overview online. So if you want to see what this place looks like, check this out. Cambridge, Ontario, the next town over from Kitchener, and the Erwin Hymer Group of North America's longtime Road Trek factory. The Kitchener factory will continue building road tracks, while the new 245,000 square foot Cambridge facility will make the Hymer brand of Class B campervans and an all-new line of super lightweight towable travel trailers. Hymer's marketing, accounting, research and development, and executive offices have already moved into the high-tech building, which has undergone extensive renovations since being acquired by Hymer in January from the company that made the BlackBerry line of smartphones. Manufacturing of the Hymer campervans has already begun. There will also be service bays to be used for warranty work for both Hymer and Road Trek products. There's a quick overview. Hopefully the sound worked on that. I haven't had a chance to make sure that was all there, but a quick overview of what this factory looks like. It is squeaky clean. I was talking to one of the techs here yesterday when we shot those videos, and they were saying that it's like building an RV on your mom's kitchen floor, and that's exactly what it was like. You can see the floor behind me, how clean it is, and how shiny it is. And it's been really fun to be a part of watching this all being built, and it's really neat. So that is where we are, and the reason we're doing this live thing is because this is a pretty significant event in the RV industry. Hi to Ann, by the way, and Gary, Larry, Jane, Teresa, Joe, all of you watching us today here on our live shot. This will be, of course, available on our YouTube RV Lifestyle channel later on as well. We'll put it up there. But you saw the pictures of what it's like. Now, right here in this factory, they are building two things. They are going to build this super lightweight travel trailer that the Erwin Hymer Group in Europe has built, and then they're going to bring it over and adapt it for North American standards. Now, what is different about it? Well, what is different about it is how lightweight it is. Jim Hammill, a minute ago, the CEO of the Erwin Hymer Group of North America, was telling everybody here that some of the lightweight trailers on the RV market in North America now if you look at the sticker, they weigh like 7,000 pounds. And you still need a fairly substantial vehicle, at least an SUV, to pull them. These new, that you saw in the photos there, these new lightweight, super lightweight travel trailers that they'll be building here at this factory it can be towed by any car. If you can put a bumper hitch on your car, you can actually tow these lightweight travel trailers. So that's pretty cool. Hi to Jim and Liz for joining us. Many of you now watching us from all over Canada, all over North America, all over the world. It's always amazing to me how many people are on Facebook at this time of day, and as we do these live shots. Behind me, behind me there is, I believe, an Active, a Hymer Active. I can't. I'm looking over my shoulder and I'm trying to tell it what it is. And to my shoulder here, this is a Sprinter, one of the Sprinter lines. Now they're going to be making not just those travel trailers, but also the Erwin Hymer line of vans. There's a number of them on the market already. More are planned. Many of you have seen at different RV shows around the country the Hymer Active, and those are the vans that I showed you a few minutes ago that are on the assembly line just over my shoulder. The Active was been available now about a year or so in production. I think it was introduced about a year and a half ago, but it has been doing real well. They've since added a couple of other lines that they make here that are different. They're also Hymer brands. There is the Hymer Corrado, which will be shown for the first time at an RV show, I believe, this weekend in Hershey, Pennsylvania, at America's largest RV show. They will be showing it there and demonstrating it in use there. So that'll be pretty cool. There is also another line that the Hymer people are making that is available through Camping World retail outlets around the country, and that is the Sunlight, the Camper Sunlight. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Somebody's asking, Jim Blair is asking me about a storage box. Well, you see it over that shoulder. Got to remember, this is all reversed. That shoulder. I just put one of these on mine. This is kind of a test that we're doing. They happen to have that one in white. The one I have on mine is black. You can see that it's a little different. It opens up, the doors open outwards rather than the lid. There's a stowaway version where the lid goes up like that, but in this case, these actually pull out, and I really like that. I just put it on yesterday, so we're going to give it a try. But if you look right here, see that? That is a bicycle rack, and then you can secure the bike rack with that pole that goes up in the middle. But that is a bicycle rack, and these are really pretty neat. Now, the one side of that, I don't have the exact retail price, but it's a costly item. It's made in Quebec. Now, so the cost is in Canadian dollars. In U.S. dollars, it's, I think about 30% less. So that is on here. It's being shown here for many of the visitors who are here for the grand opening. But I did just put one on ours, and we will be driving home, actually back to our home in Michigan, and then on the road as we begin to travel. So I'll let you know how that works out. Why am I using it? Well, I want to get I've tried. If you've been following me, I've had an adventure trying to find a way to hold a kayak, and I bought a hard-shelled fishing kayak. Was unable to really carry it. There's just no way to carry it on, particularly with all the stuff on my roof with the solar. So that didn't work out. I had to sell that. But I really want a kayak. Everybody said get us inflatable, and I've looked around, and I'm down between a couple of inflatables that look like they're pretty good. So I'll be doing that. Let's see. Grand to see you again. Thank you very much, Don, for that. Judy, yes, I am going to the Hershey show. Well, Judy, you will see the brand new Corrado. I have a picture of it. It's right there. And they will be showing the Corrado, at the Hershey show, and you'll see it there. Actually, Road Trek will have, I think, 11 models at the Hershey show, and Hymer will have all of its new models as well on display. So those of you going to the America's largest RV show in Hershey, Pennsylvania, you'll be able to see it right there. This has been interesting to watch this grand opening, and as it went through today, they have, as I said, brought about 600 people in here. All of the Hymer Group of North American employees are here, Many of them were bussed over from the Shirley Avenue in Kitchener, Ontario plant, where road treks have traditionally been made. They brought them all over, and they're here. Of course, they're here because of a grand opening, but they're also getting a nice barbecue lunch. Now, you can't smell. We don't have smell-o-vision here, so it's like on the other side of me, and I can't eat it. It's all going to be gone. so it's good. Jay Van asks, when is the RV show in Hershey? It's this week, Jay. It will be this weekend in particular, so you'd want to head over there and be there for by the weekend. I think it's the public days are Thursday through Sunday, and it's well worth the drive. This is the first year. We're not going to make it. We're up here. We actually have a road trekking gathering down in Tupelo, Mississippi. We had hoped to make, but we're here for the grand opening. As this is a pretty big deal. This as the guy who was here representing the recreation vehicle industry of America. He was talking about how what record-breaking years the RV business has seen over the last several years. Just every year for 7 years in a row now. Almost record growth, and this is the biggest year that they've had yet. It has been a huge year of lots of people coming from all over the place. Now I know we're getting people wandering through who are kind of watching this in progress, and I want to give you show you some more of the photos that we took. And our little walkthrough is just a little minute or so video. So those of you who are at the front, you might have to watch that again. But the nature of this is people come on live at different times, and I showed that rate heavy. Let's see. Question, when is Senior Day? Half price in Hershey. You know, it always amazes me how people can spend $150,000 on an RV and want to wait until they get a Senior Day discount. Here's the secret. That's why they can afford a $150,000 RV, because they've been frugal. I believe Senior Day is Thursday. That's what it has been in the past. But you can just Google up the America's largest RV show or Hershey RV show, and look up Senior Day, and you can find out. But I think it's Thursday. And I believe they have other discounts. I think there's discounts for veterans and others, but you can find out from there. But it's half price for seniors, I believe, on Thursday. It's a pretty interesting show. If you've never been there, I urge you to go, and that's good. Oh, Judy says it's Wednesday. It might be Wednesday, Judy. I don't have. If I start searching the internet, I'm going to lose my connection. So it might be. I don't know. So Judy says it's Wednesday. If you are able to go, you can search and see. So that would be tomorrow. No, that'd be today. Is that right? Is it today? Wow, I can't. I don't know. I don't know if it's today or next. I think it is today. So anyway, so you can see what they've built here. I want to just go back and take you on that little tour that we did just a moment ago, and show you. For those of you who tuned in to this a little bit later, I want to just kind of give you a quick overview of what's going on here and how it all looks. So if I can pull that up. Let's jump on and go to that video, which is, if you're ready, right here. Cambridge, Ontario, the next town over from Kitchener, and the Erwin Hymer Group of North America's longtime road trek factory. The Kitchener factory will continue building road treks, while the new 245,000 square foot Cambridge facility will make the Hymer brand of Class B campervans and an all-new line of super lightweight towable travel trailers. Hymer's marketing, accounting, research and development, and executive offices have already moved into the high-tech building, which has undergone extensive renovations since being acquired by Hymer in January from the company that made the BlackBerry line of smartphones. Manufacturing of the Hymer campervans has already begun. There will also be service bays to be used for warranty work for both Hymer and Road Trek products. All right, we're back, and I want to say hi to my friend Joe Raetano here. Joe, we're going to have to tell everybody in a little bit about, just give me a hint about some of the things we put on. Joe works with research and development here at Road Trek, and of course innovation. Everybody's been talking about my antenna.
Oh yeah. So that's an advanced communication system that we've placed on his RV. It's one of two of the first of its kind on an RV in the world.
It's going to be pretty cool. So, all right, I'm going to get Jim Hammill in here, and then Joe, we'll get you back, and we'll talk about that. That'll keep him teeth.
Raetano got the fun. Look at you all dressed up. Thank you so much for dressing up. I appreciate that.
Jim Hammill joins us right now, the CEO of the Erwin Hymer Group of North America. And hey, Jim, this is it going to look like this a year from now? Look how clean those floors look.
Absolutely. Our shops always look clean.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing! This is such a sweet place. Hey, I know you gotta do a couple things. I just showed a video of a little bit of this brand new facility, and I wanted to just talk about something that I heard you say and share with everybody, which is the amazing growth in the last year and a half since Road Track was acquired and became part of the Erwin Hymer Group, and then since the Erwin Hymer Group of North America was formed. Would you share that with our listeners? They would, I think, be amazed to hear how we've grown.
Okay, thanks, Mike. We've grown at doubled the business in the year and a half.
Doubled
the size of the business, and then of course launching this new facility is going to double it again in the next year.
Now, I just showed a little bit of the videos of some of the things with the super lightweight towables, and some of the Hymer vans will be built here. Correct?
So the Hymer Active van is being built here at the moment. Lightweight towables, and then maybe some secret product that might come out of here.
So we can come back and tell everybody about that.
It'll be a secret.
Yeah, I love that. People hate it when we say that.
I know, but they keep watching that way.
We just put a picture of my new antenna online, and everybody's like mad, and they're all trying to figure out what this antenna is. So
I love doing that. You know that.
Yeah, I know. He does.
Are they sure that antenna is real, or just something we just made up?
It could be. Hey, would you talk about those lightweights? We just showed some pictures to everybody, but when we talk about ultra lightweight, what are we talking about? We've been seeing lightweight trailers on the road in North America for a long time, but how are these different?
Well, these are different because there are lots of small lightweights like teardrops and things like that are incredibly lightweight. But this particular product, with its hybrid foam structure, is so light, but you can stand up full height in it, and it sleeps forward. It has a full galley and a full bathroom, so it's a real full-size vehicle. And of course, the European version, the Hymer Touring that Erwin Hymer built in 1956, is the same shape and styling and sort of that very European retro look, but the weight of it will allow you to pull it with the smallest vehicles on the road.
When you talk small, what do you mean small?
Well, we pull it with a Mini Cooper.
It's a Mini Cooper.
Right. We pull it with a Mini Cooper, so it doesn't matter, Honda Civic or a Mini Cooper or a small Ford or as long as you're not a smart car, there's almost nothing. A Fiat 500 will pull this.
No way. Wow.
A Fiat 500 will pull this. And the Mini Cooper pulls it well. It doesn't just pull it; it pulls it well.
So those will be on the market. I know I can see some right here at the Cambridge facility, but when will those be on the market?
We think they'll start arriving on dealer lots in about November.
And places people can see them. You'll be at Hershey. There'll be at the Hershey show.
There'll be one at
Pasadena?
the Hershey show. There'll be one at Pomona, California.
Pasadena.
There'll be our manufacturer trade show, of course, at Louisville. The Elkhart show next week, the open house in Elkhart, which is open to retail customers to come by and look.
Yeah.
We don't sell there, but we show. And then, of course, Tampa, the big show, and then all the shows in the spring, all the RV shows in the spring.
And we'll be at several of those shows, and we'll post it on the blog and do videos on it as well. But that's pretty exciting.
I was thinking, Mike, that you and Jennifer would want to take grandchildren with you places, so we would just sell you one.
I think that's, she's not close enough to hear this, but, I'm pretty easy about these things.
Listen, you and I will meet around behind one of the road treks, and you can write me a check.
And I can actually pull it with my road trek, right?
You can pull it with a bicycle, Mike.
If I buy one of those, that's what I'm going to be pulling it with, because that's the only thing I'm going to have in my life.
I think it's going to be a big market for us.
Yeah.
It's people that want to take their kids every once in a while and grandkids every once in a while, but want to have a little more flexibility. And already, people who are Class B owners across North America are calling us, saying we want to see it.
And you really do need to take a look at these folks. They're pretty cool. Before you get out and have to go mix and greet with all your VIPs out there, let me ask you, what does this factory mean to those who have bought the Road Trek brand, the Hymer brand, and How is this going to change the way RVs are bought, sold, and the continued growth, all that stuff? How important is this factory to North American RV sales?
Well, I think what's important is that everybody realize that Road Trek isn't changing. Road Trek will stay in the Shirley Drive factory. The Road Treks will be made there. The Road Trek people will still be building Road Treks. But, what's really been great here is that the Road Trek, the few Road Trek people that have come over to the new facility, the new factory, are really bringing that same culture, that amazing craftsmanship and quality and caring about product to the new products. And for this company, it means an expansion of another couple $100 million in sales, and another, maybe 150 more new dealers for products that we don't currently make and sell, or our existing dealer body will take it on. And so it represents a big growth in new things for the marketplace, new technologies that they haven't seen, that European styling that'll make, a big impact on the way quality is perceived in the RV industry. If we look at the fact that the way North America builds RVs right now, I think you'll find that our caravan business in Europe, they call trailers caravans, and here the towable business, our towables are going to be of a completely different standard. And that should have a huge impact on the whole industry, where everybody has to bring their game up.
Yeah. And some of the Road Trek people, I understand, may actually get a chance to visit this factory, because you will also have a few bays for warranty work as well.
Well, we're going to have 9 bays for warranty work here, as well as maintaining some at the other plant. But generally, it gives us more facilities to provide better service, and maybe some aftermarket accessories as well for people that we were unable to do before. It also represents, we have 20 acres across the road here that comes with this building, and so we have the opportunity to grow further.
It's a very high-tech building, I should point out, by the way, formerly used to make BlackBerry smartphones.
Yeah, this was a test facility for them. We did all their R&D here, and it was about 70 rooms before we restored it back to a factory with the nice new epoxy floors and white painted ceilings, and they did a terrific job on the building in general when they redid it. So, it's all LED lighting, it's all computer-controlled systems, so we're really going to be efficient as well. And, we're going to cover the whole roof with solar. We're going to continue on the path that we're on right now, and that is to make, climate change stop, and we're going to do that with our products and with our buildings and facilities.
Well, Jim Hammill, I thank you so much for making time. You've got a lot of guests here that I know you got to go meet, but what a year and a half, doubled in size. Did you honestly think it would be this quick? I know you certainly are not somebody who makes little goals, but that's pretty amazing in a year and a half.
I did believe it would be this quick because I have a lot of faith in our people here. We're having to learn a lot now, though, because we're at the point where you could manage it with humans before. Now we need more systems. We're getting new computer systems and things as well, and maybe a little more structure, but not changing the way people are empowered to do their jobs and empowered to make decisions. We want the guy with the wrench in his hand to decide whether he needs to spend money to fix something right, and or design it right, and that's the way it'll always be here.
Well, it's pretty exciting. Jim, thank you so much for making time for us.
Thanks, Mike.
And all your friends on Facebook are all on there talking to us, and they're just enjoying it. So, and they're all saying hi to you.
Well, I'm really thanks you and Jennifer for coming here today. It's just been a great event, and having you guys here makes a big difference for us.
Oh, thanks. Well, we wouldn't have dreamed of missing this one. This is pretty neat. It's kind of like watching a baby born. It really is, to have been there when the Erwin Hymer Group North America was formed, and then to see this, it's
yeah, sure. Go back a few years, and we go back to the middle of the recession, and I think about we're making sure that there's food on the table, and now we're creating 800 more tables we're putting food on.
It's amazing.
That's just awesome.
It's awesome.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, Jim, so much. Jim Hammill, the CEO of the Erwin Hymer Group of North America. He was pretty well praised here a few minutes ago by Martin Brandt, who's the CEO of the whole Erwin Hymer Group, who's here from North America with their brand. And hi to Gene, Michael, Randy, Judy, and many, many others out there. And some of you are asking questions. I'm having just trouble reading some of them, but I know a number of you are there. I want to see if we can bring back our friend Joe Raetano, who is the research and development person. Now, on our Facebook group, the group, which is a membership group, you got to be a member. I just put a little picture up yesterday because when we came up here, I showed our RV, our CS Adventurous XL, and then I showed on the very back of it this dish antenna, and we were just having fun kidding about it with Jim. And Joe is really the guiding force. Joe and Howard Stratton have been behind that stuff, the chief of operations here. And Joe, I know we've talked about connectivity before and how important it is. And I'll give you more details. Even on the podcast next week, we'll be talking with some developers and some other experts in this field. But Joe, just a hint about what this new wave of satellite internet means to people. How does this different than what we have now?
Yeah, so the satellite systems currently today are parabolic dish type.
The big dishes that you have to
put them on the tripod, and you have experience with that.
Oh yeah, 1 week after I bought it, it became obsolete. So, yeah.
So every time you stop, you set it up, and you've got connectivity if you have aligned the satellite correctly, and that's a good solution for many people. And it's a lower cost solution. It's not super expensive. But there's a growing need to have a mobile solution where you're on the go and you don't want to have to carry a big parabolic dish with you or mount one like many of the broadcast news stations do on their vehicles.
That's the way I used to do live shots all over the country. A big thing like that.
So the technology that's been created by a company named
Kymeta.
And this company has created the world's first flat panel using metamaterial SATCOM antenna. It's on the KU band. You can look them up. Kymeta is a company that's been working for the past couple of years on this technology, and you'll find it mostly on super yachts in the maritime industry. It works very well at acquiring and holding the signal in a maritime environment.
While the vehicle, or the boat, the yacht, is in motion.
That's right.
It's in motion. And that's what is pretty amazing about this.
It uses a technique called beamforming. And the beamforming tracks, acquires, and connects to the satellite automatically. And
the neat thing about that is, of course, wherever you go, all you need is a clear line to that southern horizon where the antenna is, or where the satellite is. You've got connectivity, but you've taken it even a further step. Joe has something, I think I can twist this around, and I'll see if everybody can see. Am I going the right way? See that little white thing right over
the white van.
The white van that's right over there. That is Joe's mobile lab, and he has been testing out all of these features on it. And we put it in mine. I got the benefit of it because I'm the first production vehicle.
So I proved out several technologies where you have a boosted Wi-Fi antenna, a boosted cellular antenna, and then now you have SATCOM. So you have these three methods to connect to the internet.
Well, and then we added a fourth called Wi-Fi Ranger.
Right. So the Wi-Fi Ranger I'm using currently actually synchronizes these pipes in the sky, so to speak. If once you leave your house or wherever you're connected to on Wi-Fi, you lose that signal, it'll automatically switch to your cellular network. So I call it least cost routing. That's also a name used for internet protocols, for routing protocols already, but I'm calling it least cost because it's actually least cost, right? Wi-Fi is the cheapest, then cellular, and then the SATCOM. So it'll gracefully fail over all the way up to the satellite.
Now, to translate the geek speak a little bit, basically it means it will always acquire an internet signal. It will go to the most affordable one, which is usually cellular right now, or usually Wi-Fi. And then if you're out of Wi-Fi range, it'll go over to cellular. If you don't have cellular, then it goes to satellite. And we don't even know it. It's seamless.
Right. We're synchronizing seamlessly. So it's not 100% yet. I'm still proving it out. But,
it isn't. I thought it was. I tested it for the first time yesterday. And it was great. It was great.
Nothing's ever perfect.
Yeah.
So we have it prototyped in the mobile lab. I've put it on the first production vehicle, which is Mike's vehicle. So we had to learn how to outfit a vehicle that had already been built, first of all, and then perhaps once we prove this out a little bit further, we'll add it to our production vehicles.
And we should tell everybody these things are not for everybody. The cost hasn't been set, so you can't buy it yet. Although I bet somebody could twist your arm if they waved enough money in front of you. But
if somebody truly needs the technology, I know a guy.
You know a guy. I know a guy too. But we'll talk a lot more about that, and I'm going to be testing it. We're heading down at the end of the month to Asheville, North Carolina for an event called the Overlanders.
Overland Expo.
Overland
Asheville.
Expo, which
East.
are seriously hardcore 4x4s. They call them Overlanders because they don't use roads. And
expeditionary vehicles.
They have a ton of those expedition. And our Road Truck CS Adventures XX 4x4s they fit in that ball hood. So in that definition. So we will be there, and we'll be actually showing that satellite system. Joe and I are going to do some testing in the mountains down there, and it's a good excuse for us to see some fall color too.
Also got the okay for you to give a quick pic of the Icelander.
Oh, did it? Okay, good. Oh,
when you
yeah.
have a chance, you can.
And then I just want to, if we've got the okay, let's share, because first time I couldn't talk about it. There's another experimental vehicle here, and I can't really show it very well from where we're seated here, but I can put some pictures up later. It's called the Icelander. What is that?
It's an expeditionary Mercedes-Benz. It has 46-inch tires, a
46-inch tires,
a 10-inch lift. It can really go anywhere.
And it's pretty neat. But we've got you can take it in all extreme weather.
Extreme weather, all-terrain vehicle.
All-terrain. We'll show you some. I took some great pictures of it yesterday, knowing that someday we'll be able to show it, and we'll write about it and talk more about it in the weeks ahead.
That's later.
But that's later. And
as we move towards Overland East.
Now, Joe has a mobile lab, so he does a lot of development on the road. But this is where you'll be based too, here in Cambridge when you're here.
So I'm actually a U.S.-based employee for Erwin Hymer Group. I'm usually out of Virginia Beach, but I come up here very frequently.
But there's a big R&D lab here.
Yes,
we're
in
the
sitting
Cambridge facility
right now.
Yep.
The new Cambridge building has an R&D lab, which we're sitting in right now.
And this actually is all part of R&D in this building. Hey, Joe Raetano, you'll meet Joe at the end of the month when we get down and do some live shots from the Overland East Expo down in Asheville. You know where they're holding this, by the way? This is pretty funny. All these rough, expeditionary type vehicles that are going through the mud and the gunk of mountains and the desert. You know where they're holding it? At the Biltmore Estate.
That's beautiful.
Doesn't make sense, but
it's a great place.
Yeah, but Jennifer's all looking forward to that. Yeah,
Jennifer's excited.
All right, hey Joe, thank you for
it was great being on.
Yeah, and we're going to show a lot more about that. People are asking questions, and we'll share what we can. I'm going to be testing all those systems out, and I'll kind of write from the Wi-Fi Ranger, which you can get. Anybody can get that right now. That's a really interesting system. I've heard about it for a long time.
It's been working out really well in the lab.
I am very impressed with it, and of course, I've been using the Wilson Cell Boost system. That works great. And now we get to throw satellite in, and it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. So
now you have a true high-tech work camper.
Yeah. Is by the way, for those watching, is there any more? Is any other RV doing this that you know?
No, these are the first two of their kind in the world.
That
have the Kymeta antennas.
Yeah, and this Kymeta antenna, we'll talk more. Actually, I interviewed a representative from Kymeta, and you'll hear him on the podcast next week. And you can learn more. All right. Hey, thanks, Joe.
Hey, my pleasure, guys.
I'll get Jennifer in here, and we'll kind of wind this thing down. You guys have any questions? Now's the time to ask any of them. And I want to go and grab. Hi, Mark. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Ed. Randy's in there. I see Judy. And, of course, my bride and my lifelong traveling companion, Jennifer. Hello, dear.
Yes, this has been so interesting. It's fun to hear Joe, what he's working on. He's so excited about what he does.
Oh, my gosh. When they talk about innovation...
He's a fun person.
Jim Hammill was talking about how he's investing a lot in the future and boondocking and technology. And Joe... who we met a year ago this week, actually. We met Joe for the first time at Hershey last year.
The Hershey show.
Joe had spent the last year driving around in that mobile lab, perfecting a lot of this technology, and that's been pretty exciting to watch. But I was just really impressed. They had a little ceremony for everybody here earlier today, this morning, where Jim Hammill and some of the representatives from Erwin Hymer Group in the recreation vehicle industry of America, they all talked about how this industry is booming like never before. And I wanted to surprise you with the question, Jennifer, because we're working on 6 years of doing this. We're not full-timers, but we're darn close. I think we are full-timers because that's all we do day and night. We work, 15 hours a day on this, and it's pretty amazing. But what's the biggest change you've seen in those 6 years as we started off just a couple of bumblers that were writing about our adventures?
More Class Bs out there on the road. Lots and lots of Class Bs. I think the Class B market is going crazy.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so much fun.
And of course, so you're seeing more and more people who are out there boondocking. That's a big reason why so many people liked it, being off the grid. In terms of technology, how has it changed?
Being self-sufficient, the boondocking, that you can do it, that just all the inventions, all their
solar
innovations,
technology,
yes.
lithium batteries, and now, of course, we've got that new satellite system. I was a little worried about how you were going to react to that satellite system when, we had that thing on the roof, and I was worried where we were going to mount it, but you can't even tell it was there.
No,
they hid everything
it's
away.
It's not a problem at all.
They really put about 3 things on it you don't even know about. They're all hidden away.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
you have to be beside yourself with joy because you are Mr. Communications. It's in your DNA.
Well, that means
you have to be able to talk, and you're going to be able to talk no matter where we go.
I can. Mark is Engel. The one question we got is, where is Bo? Well, Bo is welcome here, by the way. This is a very dog-friendly company, and last time I brought him to the Kitchener facility plant down the road. They let him off this leash, and he just ran. I mean, running from cubicle to cubicle. He jumped up and stole Chris Deacon's sandwich. He was shameless. But they love dogs here. So.
Yeah, Bo is Mr. Enthusiasm.
But we did not bring him because we had to do a lot of work, a lot of schmoozing with people, and
right.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
He had a college student who moved into our home to take care of him.
That's where he is. So that is where Bo. Will the new towable have the same battery systems as the vans? Well, it'll be different because they don't have an engine generator on that, so they will be different. But they're working, I know, on batteries. I can't give you any information other than that they'll have a house battery system. And, knowing the way they all work, I'm sure you'll find a way to get solar in there. But the van system on the vans are different than a towable because the vans use that engine generator. They have volt start. They're all tied in together. There's solar and solar panels. So they'll be different on the towables. As every towable will have a different vehicle that is towing it. So they can't probably do a whole lot like that. You can, Judy, we were talking about the Hershey show. You can find $1 off coupons online for your admission if you're going to the Hershey show in Pennsylvania.
Isn't there a free day?
I don't know.
You'd have to go and check out.
Mark says there's no audio. No, there's audio. I see the audio going, so everybody's hearing us. That's great. Hey, the camera. How's this camera look, everybody? This is a new camera we're using. We are using a new microphone that is, I know, working because I can see it there. So hopefully you're all hearing and seeing as well. If you just tuned in and wonder where we are coming to you from Canada. We are actually in Cambridge, Ontario, and this is the brand new manufacturing facility built by the Erwin Hymer Group of North America. And this is where we happen to be right now. And we have been here the last couple of days having a great time just messing around and getting to know this factory a little bit. We've been at the Kitchener factory. It seems like we go there just about every month, and we will continue to go there. But this is the brand new one, opened just today in Cambridge, Ontario, and it's been great. So let's see. What do we got?
You're going to miss out on lunch.
Video and
you keep
audio
talking,
is great.
boy.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the line to go. In fact,
the line's
let's go.
gone. In fact, I think you're going to miss right
I'm
out.
probably going to miss eating. All right, we've been going for about 40 minutes now, and I am going to end this thing. I want to thank so many. Our friend Kathy is there listening to us. Hi, Kathy. Glad to see you. See you in Hershey, says Craig. We will do our best. I don't think we're going to make Hershey, but you never know. I got that new satellite system I want to text out, so I would like to go to Hershey. If I had my way right now, I would leave right this minute. We'd pick up Bo, and we would drive to Tupelo, Mississippi. That is where, starting Thursday, our first annual Blues and Barbecue gathering, road trekking gathering is
That is a fun one.
And I shared with many of you I had back surgery earlier this summer, so I'm supposed to take it easy for a while. But that's where we would love to be for the weekend. But we'd also like to be in Hershey, Pennsylvania for the largest RV show in the country. We don't think we'll be able to make either one of those events, but our hearts are there. So anyway. All right, guys. Hey, it's been great. Thank you for staying with us. Many of you on your lunch hour, and many others watching. This will go up live on our YouTube channel. Always want to give a plug for that. It's Mike and Jennifer's RV Lifestyle channel on YouTube. Please, if you haven't, would you go there and subscribe? There's a little right-hand button at our RV Lifestyle channel on YouTube. Just search, or I'll tell you what, if you just go to rvlifestylechannel.com, it'll get you there, rvlifestylechannel.com, and then hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified every time we put a new video. This video will be up there hopefully sometime this evening. We're going to go grab some lunch, say hi to some people, and then we're going to hit the road and be driving back towards Michigan. We got to pick up Bo. All right. God bless you all. Thank you for being with us. We are delighted to have you with us. Had a fun day here today.
It has been fun.
All right. Bye-bye.